question is, what is Ramadan? Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic year.
दर पे तेरे हम खड़े हैं मेरे मौला कर दे मुश्किल सबकी आसा मेरे मौला
दर पे तेरे हम खड़े हैं मेरे मौला कर दे मुश्किल सबकी आसा मेरे मौला
इश्क में नवाज दे हमको मौला हम फकीरों का आसरा
Jalal everyone, Riz Jadavji here with a special shout out to Koffee with Jalal for bringing us yet another Future Superstars 4.0. I'm so excited to see all the new performers and talent from around the world. Be sure to register this week, April 15th, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in June 2021 for the show.
Subscribe to our official YouTube channel and stay updated.
हाय एवरीवन, माय नेम इज सुनीता जे सादिक और आज मैं आपके लिए लाई हूँ बड़ी ताज़ा और धमाकेदार खबर और वो ये है कि Coffee with Jalal has brought back Future Superstars Ismaili Youth Artist 2.0. Wait, no, hold on one second. 3.0. No. Oh yeah, I got it. Future Superstars Ismaili Youth Artist 4.0. Registrations are open until April 15th. So what are you waiting for? Go and register for Future Superstars Ismaili Youth Artist 4.0. Thank you again for all your support and take care. Yadi with
Subscribe to our official YouTube channel and stay updated.
Hello, I'm back, guys. Of course, आप मेरा नाम जानते हैं, जलाल नारक from Koffee with Jalal. इस हफ्ते मेरे साथ होंगी सबीन वास्ती जी. Yes, सबीन वास्ती from Pakistani community in Calgary. देखना मत भूलिएगा, only on Punjabi National TV. We'll see you then.
अल्लाह की इनायत है, शुक्र है मौला, सिलसिलाए इमामत है, जिक्र है मौला. Guide us through the light and dark, show us the path, मौला.
Here is the hottest show in town. You are tuned into Coffee with Jalal. Jalal. Jalal.
या अली सत आदाब अस्सलाम वालेकुम। मैं आपका होस्ट जलाल की खिदमत में हाजिर। आप सब देख रहे हैं Coffee with Jalal on a radio Sursingam in Calgary, or of course if you're listening on a radio Sursingam in Calgary. तो आज संडे का दिन है. It's about 2:15 Calgary time, 4:15 Eastern, and of course if you're watching in India, one of our good friend Tapas ji, he's watching from India. It's like a 1:45 in India early morning, like Monday early morning, and about 1:15 in Pakistan time, and the Central time. It's about 3:15 Central and 1:15 Pacific time. So thank you so much everyone for joining us for the very special edition of Coffee with Jalal. आप सबको और आपकी फैमिली को रमज़ान मुबारक, रमज़ान मुबारक. I know this is our first show. जब से रमज़ान स्टार्ट हुआ है तो हम दुआ करते हैं from Coffee with Jalal, Salam Namaste Calgary, Radio Sur Sangam, Punjabi National TV, and all of our friends and family who work behind the scene. आपकी और आपकी फैमिली को रमज़ान मुबारक. अल्लाह करे ये आपका महीना बहुत ही अच्छा गुजरे और आपकी तमाम मुश्किल आसान हो. Then of course pray for each other as well. Pray for everyone, like as a large community. So again, thank you so much everyone for joining us for the Coffee with Jalal. Yes, just before we go to our guest, as you all know, like the third wave is here. I know we've been tired of listening, of watching everything, but I think like right now it's very important, बहुत ज़रूरी है कि आपने जो 9-10 महीने पहले किया था, you have to do it again, because this third wave is a killer. We are all shutting down again. जो है लॉकडाउन अपना हो गया है. So for the God's sake, please do your best. Social distancing. Do not invite any of your friends at your place. Don't go out if you don't have to. Stay home and then take care of you and your family. And of course, you can watch our program. There are so many programs are going on online. But I think this is the time to put our foot down right now. अगर हम अभी नहीं करेंगे third wave, if we don't kill the third wave now, I think it's going to be lots of problem for all of us. So this is the time. I know आपने पिछले 9-10 महीने किया है. Now we have to do it even harder now so we can kill this virus. Especially in Ontario, our brothers and sisters, there are so many cases. Like numbers are going up. Hospitals are full right now. So please, our good friends, अगर आप अभी देख रहे हैं या तो आप बाद में देखेंगे, do your best. Social distancing. Put your mask on. Don't go out if you don't have to. Work from home if you can, so we can kill this virus as soon as possible. So we can bring back our normal life the way it used to. Thank you so much. तो लीजिए आज का हमारा गेस्ट जो है, he's waiting backstage. You know him. You love him. I think if I take you back to Diamond Jubilee. So I think we didn't know who's Riz Jadavji, and of course he didn't know who's Jalal Arak. पे जैसे टाइम जो है जाता गया, then जब भी हमारा शो होता था back जो है 2017-18, so we were on a Facebook live, but it was kind of limited to only Calgary people and few other friends around the world. But since we have this Diamond Jubilee group, it changed the whole game. I think जो है lot of artists around the world is getting benefit from this group. Not only from our community, from outside the community, and because you see lot of artists, चाहे वो हमारे community से हो नहीं हो, but we are as a member of of this community, and like जो है member, like as a member of this group, we are sharing it to the Diamond Jubilee group. आज का show भी है, it's live on जो है Diamond Jubilee group. The person behind this group, he's gonna be on the hot seat. Like I know he's stressed out, but it's gonna be lots of fun. So I'm gonna do a few new things today which I haven't done it yet. So inshallah it's gonna be lots of fun. और अगर आपने share नहीं किया, so please do so. Invite your friends and family so they can see the the person behind this amazing group, which is a Diamond Jubilee and celebration. So let me invite him. He's all ready to go. one and only Riz Jadavji. Yeah, Ali
Yeah, Ali
Madad.
Madad, how
How
are
are
you?
you?
Okay,
Shukran.
Alhamdulillah. It's so nice to be here. I have to say, even from your intro, it's like I thought, now the intro has played. I can't back out now,
No, no, no.
right? And when it says, the hottest show, it's like,
Yes.
oh my God, like I'm so blessed to be on this platform. I
Jeez.
I sometimes say I don't deserve this to be in the company that you've been in with so many people.
Oh, jeez.
But
No, no.
thank you for having me, and just a special shout out to you and your family as well. I know we've done a lot together in the last little while,
Yeah.
but yeah. So at this point, Ramzan Mubarak to everybody watching. Prayers for a blessed month. I think this is a good time for all of us to reflect. Be with one another, as Jalal Bhai said. The pandemic is still here. And I think we have to be cognizant, no matter where we live, that, a lot of us have been vaccinated, but it's still ongoing, right? So we have to support our brothers and sisters. Again, I want to thank Tapas Das. Again, he's watching all the way from India. So
Yeah.
thank you. And I see a lot of the comments going on the right side. A
Yes.
lot of our viewers who are always there, Muksab
Always
Anil
there.
Premji, Sonia, everybody's there. Shamina, Karim Virji. We always watch your show. Whoever you have on, like myself, my wife, we're always on there. Rahim Visram, always supporting all the shows. He's there. So a lot of people. I mean, I don't want to skip a lot of people, but throughout the show, I'm sure we'll pick up a few more names, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you're looking very sharp, Ramzan. I wish
Yeah,
I knew that. I would have done the
I
tie as
tossed
well.
around the idea, whether you would wear a tie or not. And then at first I thought I will wear a bow tie. So I have to get that comment back to Anil Premji.
Yes.
No, I put the bow tie away for now. But I think I just felt, today I'm going to dress up and I'm going to go from the living room to the bedroom. Right? That's pretty much where we are going now, right?
That's right. That's right. No, it's so nice to have you.
Thank
Like,
you.
of course, you of course, we've worked for about a year now,
That's
so
right.
like together, and but you've been on the show a bunch of time. But this is your show. You are the guest artist. You are our special guest artist. You are the one now today. Like,
I
you're the story
appreciate
of the
that.
day.
No, I think, and the biggest thing, I mean, obviously, you mentioned, like, right now, the numbers in some regions are, especially Ontario, the numbers are still going up. I think, not everybody wants to hear this, but it kind of came to light. And I think I shared this with you the other day. Somebody shared this with me. Rishi Kapoor finally got his answer after, 47 years, right?
That's right.
बाहर से कोई अंदर ना आ सके, अंदर से कोई बाहर ना जा सके. सोचो कभी ऐसा हो तो क्या होए. He wrote this long time ago. So I think,
Long time
he
ago.
knew already, and now we are reaping that, what's going on in the world right now, right?
Yeah, that's right. Again, welcome to Coffee, Jalal Kamrasab.
Thank
It's
you.
so nice to have you. And of course, I just said in my intro, I've been sharing my radio, like my shows since the Diamond Jubilee. But of course, we didn't know each other at all.
That's
but
right.
you were just always nice to approve, our post into the group. And now since the pandemic, it just became the pioneer of for all the artists.
Shukr. No, it was, we, the actual site itself culminated as just a Jamaati site where everybody
Yeah.
can go and get some information.
Yeah.
And during 2000, made a decision that, I think we need a global site to showcase a lot of the celebrations that are happening, right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, so many regions, so many countries were out there celebrating. And, we knew that during the Diamond Jubilee, it was a case that every single murid, no matter where they lived, would get some sort of a platform.
Yeah.
So whether it meant, the Dandiya Ras celebrations leading up to the Diamond Jubilee, every region that we saw, Pakistan, India, USA celebrations, there was mulakats happening in Toronto and Vancouver. And, we wanted to showcase that. And then, we just kind of went from there. I think today we're up to about 58,000, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. Yeah.
We have murids from all over the world. It's a great place to showcase a lot of the talent, especially during the pandemic. We made a decision that we wanted to showcase Ismaili talent.
Yeah.
We've all seen the Jubilee Arts Festival. Now, of course, with Future Superstars, you've taken it to the next level. We've had the Suhana Safar show. So all this together, we all are doing something online
Something.
to make sure that a lot of the murids who have talent can get out there. And mashallah, every week we see some talented artists, who get on and, want to perform. And these are artists who we will definitely either see on stage or we have seen on stage, and they are now using this platform, whether through the Diamond Jubilee site, your site. I mean, you've hosted many great artists on the show. And I've heard personally from a lot of people that it has actually given a lot of people the opportunity to showcase their talent. And that's what it was all about. We've seen people like Taimur Gilani, Karim Virji, Amin Charnia. We've got a lot of people who are out there, Zora Sohail Ali, tons of people, Neiros, there's Tanzil, there's Sam, there's a lot of people who have been showcasing, and maybe for years, but this time they've entertained the murids across the globe. And that's the most important thing, is there's no monetary influence happening here. Usually I used to do music party shows where you have a ticket price, and then, people come, you have to get the music, you have to get the equipment. But this, people are taking their inner soul and sharing it online, which is just commendable, right?
Commendable, shukr, yeah. So, if I take you back, Riz, years and years back, who's Riz Jadavji? Of course, we met during the Diamond Jubilee, basically.
That's
but,
right.
For all of us, who's Riz Jadavji? Were you born in East Africa? Am I right?
So, obviously I was born in Beira, Tanzania. Obviously, I came here when I was a young child. I'd say probably about 4 years old. My parents brought us here. Again, Canada was, the place we were going to live. I think we had a brief stint in London, UK before we came here. But Canada has been home since 1974. I grew up here. We live in a town called Kitchener-Waterloo. Many of you might know it to be famous for the BlackBerry telephones, the cell phones that came out. But again, now we've been put on the map. We've got Google headquarters here. It's a very quaint town, probably about 45 minutes west of Toronto. The reason why I say 45, many years ago, people used to think that Kitchener is about 3 hours from Toronto, because technically speaking, you didn't see any human life until you pass the Toronto airport. Now, the thing is, when you land and you have to go to Kitchener, it's a stone throw away, because there's so much that has happened. Many people who have moved out from the actual GTA area, gone to Mississauga, Milton, Halton. These are the areas where a lot of people have started to move out, right? Mississauga, very big Jamaat. And, at the end of the day, for us to live in Kitchener, it's been a small town. We saw our Jamaat grow from a small, minimalistic Jamaat Khana, which used to be called sector districts, right? Into a large, what we see today, over 1,200 Jamaat, right? And so ideally, we've got a lot of growth. There's a lot of multiculturalism in our town. And I had the pleasure of serving as Jamaati leadership from 2012 to 2015. And again, it was a wonderful experience. It was something which will be in our hearts forever. And, that's something which growing up, seva for the Imam and the Jamaat has been instilled in us, from our parents, our forefathers. And again, we are doing what we can to also instill that in our children, right? And I think, from a young age, it's so nice to see, I know I had a really good upbringing. I had a great background within the Jamaati context where, I learned a lot of ginans and qasidas, and now to see also my son taking over a lot of that and a lot of the younger generation, it's so heartwarming, and it's so nice to see. There's a lot of teachers that are teaching the youngsters. We have, in our town as well, Mukarima Nazlin Sharif, she's spent a lot of hours with a lot of kids, including Liam as well. And I'm sure every Jamaati center has that, kind of teacher that can really give you that element. We've got people like Ali Sundarji, a great resource who, again, has been a huge help to a lot of students out there. But
Yeah.
I'd say my upbringing was mostly, working for the betterment of society, community involvement. Again, I've been a part or led a lot of world partnership walks, where we've had a great large team for Kitchener
Yeah.
Waterloo. We've had a lot of things that we've done. We support like the food bank through my company. Community involvement, I think, is gold. And no matter where you live, I think that's one thing that we, as Ismaili Murids,
Yeah.
I can say that we have that ethos of really generosity, helping people. And I think that goes a long way,
Yeah.
So again, for me, if you ask me, Riz Jadavji, I guess I'm just a regular person who, just loves helping people. I'm blessed with 3 children, a beautiful wife. What more can I ask for? I know a lot of people now because of the Diamond Jubilee site. And I know a lot of people because anytime I tell them I know Jalal Ladakh, oh my God, they just tell me, oh, you are in the right company. So I have to say, it's nice to hang around with people like you that I
Yeah.
can get that,
Oh, geez, no. I think because I'm just going to echo the same thing.
Yes.
Without you, because you've been helping us, me especially, a lot. So thank you so much for this. So you
And-
just mentioned, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just one thing, and I know because Anil Muksab just reminded me as well. Throughout my tenure, I've always had a special thing in my heart for IBC leadership. We've all done our seva. I remember that we've had, like, I've been to the adjutant level. We've done a lot of seva through IBC, and I
Mashallah.
think one should always understand that whatever happens in our community, there's always an IVC volunteer behind it, right?
Yes.
Whether it's something that happens on a Jamaati level, whether it's something that happens on an exterior picnic for Jamaat, there's always IVC leaderships. We've had some great times as IVC, and I think that will always be ingrained in us, and I think,
Yeah.
no matter what it is, whether we go through darbars or whether we go through a small music party, we cannot do it alone. We need
Yeah.
to collaborate, and we collaborate with our Ismaili volunteers. And I know
True.
throughout watching many of your programs, I know you've been blessed as well.
Yeah.
You've been part of the pipe bands and stuff,
Yes,
from when you
yes.
came. And, that is just a fitting role,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So of course, we have lots of surprises for you today, Kamra sir.
Oh my God. Well, I have
First
one
off-
surprise for you, though.
Oh my God, go ahead.
So I have to say that I was so blessed to receive this, right? I finally got my Coffee with Jalal mug,
Yes.
right? I got that, and I'm so blessed. Thank you very much. This is great. Obviously, I'm respecting, Ramadan, so there's nothing in this mug. But
Yeah.
I assure you, this is my go-to mug now, right? So my coffee and my chai, I usually like chai more, so I was going to take and put chai with Jalal. But
Okay.
again, thank you very much.
No, thank you. It's a great advertising for me as well. So I'm looking for some sponsorship. Anyone can sponsor on a Coffee with Jalal. There you go.
That's right. Yeah.
So you just mentioned you have you married in Canada. Now
That's
you have a beautiful 3 kids. So I have a very something special for you, guys.
Oh,
please,
okay.
please watch.
I am who I am today because of my dad. He has taught me how to be independent. He has taught me the value of working hard and shooting for your dreams. And everything my dad does, when it comes to music, when it comes to religion, when it comes to work, he puts us all into it. And that's something that I've learned from my dad, and I'm very grateful for. And without those traits, I wouldn't be who I am today. So I really appreciate my dad for instilling those values into me, and I'm sure that his guidance in the future will help me grow into the man I will be one day.
Wow.
Here is
That was a
son.
surprise.
Mr. R. Like sorry,
Afras.
his name Afraz. Sorry, Afraz Jadavji.
Yes. Wow, that is
Wow,
the
my.
surprise. Yes, I mean, I have to say, we're very, very proud of Afraz. He's achieved a lot. Sky's the limit for that boy. I mean, he has a mind, and that mind is taking him to places. And yeah, he's going places. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
But Shukra,
shukran,
that was
shukran.
very nice. I don't know how you put that together. It's hard to even for me to get on the phone with my own kids, and you actually got a video out of him. So that is,
you
yeah,
know,
a lot of times he's studying when we call him. So I'm glad that that was really nice.
especially in Coffee with Jalal, everything is possible. You will see
Oh God.
some guests popping in and popping out any
Jalal.
time. There you go. See?
Jalaluddin!
Oh my God. You brought Dipu too.
Deepu too. I
Oh
know. So,
God.
so Kamran sir, if I, because we know the love for the music and love for the
Yes.
volunteerism you have.
Yeah.
So let's start with your music life. When did you start the music? Like your love for the music?
So love for music has always been there. I have to tell you, like from a young age, while I'm not 100% versed in the Hindi or Urdu language, I used to enjoy some of the old classical movies, Amitabh Bachchan. There was never a movie that I would miss.
Yeah.
I think the first movie that comes to mind that I saw was Kurbani. And that
Mm-hmm.
was the day where I think my dad had brought his first, the Zenith
Zeno, yeah.
VHS player, that you used
Yes,
to have to
yes,
press the button, and
yes.
after 15 seconds it would go up. Like, so that was our first. And VHS tapes, and I used to go to the corner store and always get these movies to rent. And I tell you, music has always been a passion.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime I used to go to Gerard Street, which is our Indian bazaar here,
Yeah.
I used to always pick up like a cassette tape, and I have boxes and boxes of cassette tapes, which obviously none of the cars have cassette tapes anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, music has started a long time ago, and I used to, I was one of those shower singers,
Uh-huh.
where good thing we lived in a single home, but when we were in a condominium, my parents used to always, scream because the next door neighbor would knock on the wall, right? Because that was my space, for belting out the songs or even Ginan recitations and stuff like that. Best held in the shower. Look at the echo, right? You don't need
Yeah,
reverb.
yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways, not to give too much information there, but yeah, music has always been a passion. I've always had, different artists. It's something that I guess music for me and dancing go kind of hand in hand. I started at a younger age as a disc jockey. So,
Mhm.
I was one of those people like on a Friday night in our Jamaat Khana, we had a lot of youngsters. So we used to all gather at a particular basement party room. I'd have my equipment, and there you go. We used to have 90, 100 students, and we all used to have fun dancing, playing. It was kind of a safe haven in which all the Ismaili parents at Jamaat Khana knew that we were actually going to a safe place, right? So that they said, "Oh, okay, Riz, you are going to do the show tonight. That's great. We'll allow my kids to come," right? So, there was like when I was a youngster, 14, I started 13, 14 with disc jockey equipment and stuff. The only drawback at that point, because you live in a smaller town and, Friday night, Saturday nights, you have to organize these things. The only thing was all the parents used to come to me and say, take care of our daughter, she's your sister. So that's where you have to look at, taking care of the Jamaat, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and we have a bunch of people are watching. I'm gonna say,
Oh my God.
of course, good friend Melissa from
Yes.
Florida. Hello, Melissa. Sonia as well. Anil Premji, you just mentioned.
Yes, yeah.
And your wife, okay, Sharmi Jadavji.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's watching too. Oh,
she's
yes. She
watching.
made a comment about my
Yeah.
tie. I'm wearing an Aga Khan Museum tie today, right?
Oh, nice. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
she wanted me to specifically wear a tie. And I
Uh-huh.
think it has to do with our anniversary coming up. So close to that, you have to listen, right? So
You
I
have to
think that's
listen.
why.
Yeah. That's then we have Fayaz. Yeah, so he's watching from Tanzania. Fayaz Kimji.
Wow.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Then of course our good friend Tapas. He's watching from India. Moiz Lalji from London. Alnashi Jadavji. Of course your brother. So like in your family, anyone else kind of related to the music or any those kind of thing, dancing. Okay, sorry. There we
Okay,
go.
I'm back now. Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. So anyone, anyone else in your family kind of related to music or song and dancing and everything?
So I think on the music end of it, my dad was really fond of music. Like, I mean, in the
Oh,
days when 8-track tapes and stuff, like
yeah,
even
yeah,
coming to Canada, I know he had a briefcase full of like cassette tapes, a lot of the
yeah,
older songs and stuff. But I think family wise, I think Liam and myself have really maintained that. My wife loves music. I come home sometimes and there's music going. She likes the old classic music, Mukesh, Rafi, all this stuff. So it's good. Like I think the whole family has their own genres of music, but I would say, yeah. I mean, when we're watching a lot of the artists online, I mean, we're open to everything, right? It's not like you just listen to the classical. You listen to pretty much everything, right?
yeah. That's right. Hello, Rosvin Bapu, Karim Verji. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Karim was watching as well.
Yeah,
Zora, Gigi Rami. Thank you so much, everyone. So but like this, volunteerism. What you're doing right now, it's so voluntary as
yeah,
well.
that's
And
right.
there are so many like our artists that are doing a volunteering. Like they're doing their service. So how much important it is, in our community, not in our like only in community, but in general in Canada, in the as a human being.
Yeah, so I think, generally, and I'm not talking just the context of, within our institutions. I think we have been brought up to really have that inner, service, right? Seva to the public. I mean, that's one thing. I go back a few years back where, it was said that volunteers went to service outside, like outreach, right? And the outside community was so impressed. I mean, somebody even had mentioned one time that we cater to what was a large function back then, and Mukhtar Banil will attest to this. The International Center, the Toronto International Center, we
Yeah.
used to have like one big celebration, which used to
Hmm.
take place for Imamat Day,
Yeah.
and it was a timed event where you knew that by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that is when the bulk of the Jamaat would arrive there. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think, we've got a tremendous number of people who are well versed, in the logistics of things. I think voluntary work comes naturally to us. If we see
Yeah. Yeah.
somebody in distress, somebody in trouble, we will jump up to the plate. It doesn't matter, who that person is, and I
Yeah.
think we see that even online, that we have had many instances where anybody who is affected in the Jamaat, they will reach out to other Jamaati members.
Yeah.
Our institutions are there to help as well, but there's always those handful of people who are ready to jump in and really give it their all. And I think that's one thing which I have to say I'm so kind of blessed to be a part of the Smiley community, right? And I think all of us will agree, that we have structure in place, we have planning in place. No matter what you give us, we'll move forward. One thing to note, even like when I took on this Diamond Jubilee site, I mean, yes, at some point I said, wait a minute, this is getting too large now, right? And I used to have a lot of people sending me messages, it's great. I look at it as a hobby. Of course, I don't do it as a full-time job,
Yeah.
but I think what we need is more and more voluntary service,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
So at the end of the
So he just a frozen, guys. So just maybe for a second he'll be back. There we go. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's great. I think as well. I mean, we've got many volunteers across the world, right? And I
Yeah.
think many of them have been on this platform. It's so fitting that with volunteerism, I think it's not only the community, but it's what we do outside.
Outside, yeah.
Seva outside as well is something that we get recognized for. Although volunteerism is something that you don't want to do just to be recognized, right?
Yeah.
Again, I get a lot of compliments from a lot of people thanking me, thanking you as well. We spend a lot of hours on the back end sometimes trying to do these shows just for entertainment value, right?
Yeah.
वो कहता है ना, entertainment के लिए कुछ भी करेगा, right?
कुछ भी करे.
But at this point, I think it's great. One of the things is we're providing a source of entertainment.
Yeah. So just, I think our Wi-Fi is acting up somehow, somewhere, either my or the Riz Jadavji camera side. So it'll be back in a second again. There we go. Yes, camera sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make a comment here because Al-Nasir Mukhi Sahib just mentioned, and I should say that, yes, Karim Virji, I didn't get any ties back, so I couldn't wear a bow tie. So just kidding. I've got a lot of them, but just felt like today was the day I'm going to wear a tie.
So now it's time for second message I received.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay, please watch.
So there are many things that I admire about my dad, but the top 3 characteristics about him that I look up to include that he's ambitious, he's a hard worker, and he's optimistic. And I definitely feel as I'm growing up that these are traits that have been passed on to me based upon his guidance and support.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
You reached out to all of them.
So I have I have a big reach. I don't want to say anything, but yeah, I can get there everywhere.
Wow.
No sugar, and yeah, I think it's really nice of them to send me the messages. I think like I said earlier, this is your day. So,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I'm just trying to do my part a little bit here and there. That's all.
No, I appreciate that.
Okay, Kamran Sahib, when of course, you've been in Toronto, like in Ontario or Canada for a while now. So, what do you see the changes in our community? In general, for the last 40 years.
What have I seen change in the community?
Yeah.
So, I mean, remember, we have actually had an influx of people just over the last, 15 years come to Canada, right?
Yeah.
And you notice that when the initial Jamaat started arriving here in the early 70s, we were going through things like, no permanent Jamaat khanas. Like, I remember school halls where, things had to be set up, in terms of like volunteers used to go early. They used to have to set up the carpets and all that stuff, right? Right now, I think we can say that, Maulana Hazrat Imam had a vision, right, for the Canadian Jamaat. In fact, when the settling started in the 70s, early 70s, and I believe in 78, when Hazrat Imam first came to Canada, he said, make Canada your home, And I think it was a thing where initially a lot of people thought that, we'll come to Canada and then we'll go back to Africa or Pakistan or, India. And I think it was a question that this was supposed to be made in the sense of being our home. And I look back, obviously, many of us, even who are on here now, might not remember, the early 70s or, what happened back home. But I think, look at everything that Hazrat Imam has done. And I'm just talking here from a Canada standpoint, right? I mean, we've got the institutional levels which have been created, the Jamaati centers, mashallah. I mean, which other country do you know that has this many Jamaat khanas, right?
Yes.
I mean, we should be blessed to have, buildings like the Aga Khan Museum, the Aga Khan Park, right? These are the things where I think over time, and I remember, even the opening of Darkhana Jamaat Khana in Vancouver, I was there during that time. And look at the history and look at now. Where are we? We are all so much in a happy, better place, And I think that we really need to realize as Murids that, our beloved Hazrat Imam has done so much for us. He has set the stage for us.
Yes.
And I think what we need to do in return is to make sure that we follow his farmans and make sure that we are actually following that path, right? Jamaati attendance is very, very important, right?
Yeah.
Of course, I can't say that now because the Jamaat Khanas are closed, but
Close, yeah.
we all know that, during that time, we don't just reach out to, Jamaat Khana as being a source of when we're in trouble, right? We need to do that now. And what a fitting time it is that we as Ismailis know, through our clock that, hey, when this is time, this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
So, mashallah, I think we've all had that in our instillment, right? To make sure that, we as Ismailis who have come here for a long time, and those who have come maybe in the last 5 or 10 or 15 years, I have to say, mashallah, I deal with a lot of Jamaati members, obviously in my business, putting them into homes and whatnot. I have to say that I am so proud to say that many of us, our murids, are so hardworking. And it is so fitting to say that we all are working towards the best for the practice that we have been given.
Yeah.
But it's incredible, So, yeah, the last many years has been great growth for everybody.
Yeah. So like of course we celebrated Diamond Jubilee
That's right.
recently 4 years ago, but if I take you back, Silver Jubilee as well. So any memories? Do you have any stories you can share?
Oh wow, Diamond Jubilee! I tell you, I used to stay up late at night, because a lot of the celebrations that were going on around the world.
Yes.
Many murids used to send me things.
Yeah.
And the timing of it was such. I remember, Shabnam Mirali ji. I mean, she was always sending me things from Karachi. We performed this. It was so nice, and it was something that, yes, let's get this on. Let the Jamaat around the world see this. And I think that was one of the things that we really needed to do. And so I've got memories. My biggest memory, which, of course, we were blessed. To be in Portugal for the Diamond Jubilee, celebrations. And I have to say, to meet people from around the world, obviously, having my son being part of the Jubilee Arts and, the culmination of just the whole world coming together.
Yeah.
It was so fitting. And I think if you ask any murid who was there, they will say the same thing, that it is actually engraved in your heart.
Yeah.
And I think that will be a time period for everybody to reminisce. I know we are all looking forward to the Platinum Jubilee, and I think that is going to be something as well. And, for now, I mean, prayers for continued happiness for the worldwide Jamaat and safety and good health for everyone. I think that's the main thing here. But if I was to say memory-wise, Portugal is at the top, right?
Yeah. Actually, I missed that. Yeah, because I couldn't come because of my work. But no, it was amazing time, and shukar. I think we were blessed to have to be kind of attending like Diamond Jubilee for our Hazim. So so I got some pictures, camera steps. I want to show you. So maybe you can tell us where are these pictures from.
Oh,
no, it's for a good reason. No worries.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing this kind of thing. So let's enjoy. Yeah, this picture.
This was in World Partnership Walk, London, London, Ontario. Liam had been invited to perform there. And that is my good friend, Salim Nancy from Toronto. He's a professional photographer. I've known him for many years. Kind-hearted gentleman. I have to give a good shout out to him. And obviously the person on the right there in the sunglasses is my beautiful wife.
Yes.
Right? She's always by my side. So, yeah, that's London, Ontario.
London, Ontario. All right.
Oh, God.
This?
You know what? I have one bag already packed. When the pandemic is over, this is actually, one thing that I love is cruising, right?
Yeah.
It just takes me away. 1 or 2 week cruise. I, put my cell phone away. This was a trip on the Harmony of the Seas, as you can see, Royal Caribbean behind you.
Yeah.
It was one of the ports of call. I have to say I'm getting ready for this trip. So inshallah, once the pandemic is broken, that will be my next trip.
Next trip.
And you're most
you know-
welcome to join me. We'll do Future Superstars, maybe 5.0 there, right?
Yeah, you know what? This is my dream to be on cruise. So I
Oh,
cannot wait. I cannot
yeah.
wait. Inshallah soon. Inshallah
That's
soon.
right.
Okay. Next one. There
Oh
we
my
go.
God. So this was, I had the chance to be singing on stage with a band during one of the Kushali events. This was actually during our term as leadership. One of the,
Okay.
I believe it was during the leadership, or if I'm not mistaken, just after it. I believe this was Imamat Day. I had a chance to sing a lot of geets and stuff on stage.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
Multi-talented, Kamran sahib.
well, I try wherever I can, right? Again,
Okay.
another
Now
opportunity.
you're singing. Yeah, you're singing
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, this was
Okay.
with the band was called Three Piece. We had Zoheb Moti from our town. He was there. Oh my God. Yeah, so when I'm not on stage singing, this is what I'm doing on the floor.
This is also the
Right? So this was one of the Kushali celebrations in our town, Kitchener.
Okay.
Yeah, you will never stop me from getting in the middle of the floor. Yeah. Oh
There
my
we go.
God.
You're right in the middle.
I have to say, somebody has raided these photos from somewhere.
Thanks to Facebook.
Oh my God. Okay. Wow.
Where is this
Yeah,
one?
this took place at Lahori, in Gerrard Street. It's
Okay.
Lahori Tikka House, and that behind, I mean, obviously we have Nadia Tajdin there. Again, good friends of ours from in town. They had moved to Dubai, and then we went to see them in Dubai as well during the Jubilee Games.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's been great, and that's her mother behind there, Shamin. She's a good sevadari in our town as well. And it's you got Al Nasir, Rosie, everybody there, and then I'm kind of cut off there. I'm holding the
Yeah,
ring,
you
as
are
can
there.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
then my wife Charmin there as well.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, next one.
wow.
Love
Okay.
this picture.
Yeah, this was I think we were trying to do some sort of a royal pose here. This was at a wedding or something, I think, that we went to. And there was a grand chair, and we just decided let's take this pose. It might go down in history someday.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're in history now for sure. Nice, nice.
Yeah.
I think I got one more.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. That's
Oh,
your
God.
son's
Yeah.
birthday.
That is Liam's 17th birthday that we just
Yes.
celebrated. Yeah. So it's not too often. So my daughter Aliyah, she lives in Toronto. She's a nurse, at Sunnybrook Hospital. Afraz, he's working with a medical research professor as well as a clinic in Waterloo. It's not often that we can get together, everyone, especially right now. But this was one time that we were fortunate to celebrate Liam's birthday, 17th birthday during the pandemic. So yeah, as you can see, he's taller than all of us now.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you. So how come he's so tall now? Like anyone in your family? Like your brother?
No, I mean, we have the same water running that you do in Calgary, but I don't know what has happened. He just shot up, which
Yeah.
I think it's my brother-in-law who lives back home in East Africa. He's quite tall. So Charmin's brother, he's very tall. So maybe some of the genes have gone there, right?
There we go.
Oh, yes. Yeah. This was, I think, during Christmas time we took
Christmas
this.
time. Yeah.
That is our little dog. We've had him now for, I think, over 8 years. His name is Casper.
Casper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's part of the family, I mean,
yes. Yes.
you come home and he's there to greet you, right? So
Yeah, that's right.
it's nice. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, very
wow.
nice. That was good. Walk down memory lane. I like that.
Yeah, and there are so many people are watching on like on YouTube as well. So thank you so much, everyone,
Very
for
good.
watching on YouTube as well. And of course, YouTube, it's sponsored by our good friend. There we go, Kavish Chawla. Please call for any kind of insurance. 587-700-9832. He does the personal, funeral, commercial, auto, everything.
Yeah.
All the details I'll be posting, and I already posted on my Entertainment Canada page as
Yeah.
well. Group.
Great.
So Kamran sahib, so now I think it's been half hour now. How do you feel?
It's been good. I see like a lot of people are watching, which is good. Special shout out to, good friends, Hamid and Samira Mamdani who are watching. I saw Shanifa's watching. A lot of people, that we know, Karim Virji's on.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see everybody here. My parents are on, Amir and Riz Jadavji, so they're watching. So yeah, hopefully they're enjoying the show. I mean, this is the hot seat for me today, so I hope you guys are all enjoying it at my expense. So.
Okay, so this is the last message for you, Kamran sir. Here we go.
Okay.
Yalim with the Jalal uncle.
Oh.
Thank you so much for allowing me, along with my family, to make a short appreciation video for our father, Rizwan. Me and my siblings are so blessed to have such an amazing, hardworking, enthusiastic role model to look up to. Throughout the years, our father has raised and taught us how to overcome the obstacles life throws at us, while also caring and loving for us and giving us the most fun and amazing experiences along the way. A fun memory showcasing this is when I would always want to go on the fastest rides at Canada's Wonderland, and he would always come along with me, even though he would get sick every time after.
Yeah.
He shares the love he has for his children with others by becoming a prominent supportive figure within the Ismaili community. He shares his generous love and passion through many platforms, including Facebook and YouTube, where he runs the Diamond Jubilee and Memorable Ismaili Celebrations group with over 58,000 members. Furthermore, he has become one of the most successful and top-selling real estate agents, being in the top 2% of Royal LePage agents across Canada, achieving multiple awards and accolades over the course of 16 years. Personally, I would like to thank him for always pushing me to exceed my potential, both academically and musically, not to mention being an inspiration for my learning many ginans and qasidas. I would now like to pass it on to my brother and sister, as they would like to say a few words as well.
Wow, I don't know where you got all that from. And I have to say, Liam has been, just amazing. He, as well as all of the kids, they all have their personal traits, and so heartwarming to hear those words coming from him. As you can see, he's done a lot. Now he's even doing videos, I see, which, I've shown him some ropes. So he's done some, good stuff there. So, shukr. I think, thank you, Jalal. That was really nice of you to, I didn't know how you reached out to everybody. And, oh, man, this is like,
I have some context in, everyone's household. So I don't want to say
I see that. Wow, that is surprise.
Yeah, Makava, of course, actually I contacted Liam. When I message him, don't tell your dad anything what I'm going to ask you.
Okay. Yeah, he hasn't said anything. I don't know when he did that video. Like the equipment, everything is around. So maybe while I've been out, he's been, wow. That is really good.
Yeah, so I think it worked out. Okay, so he got all the videos from Afraz and Alia as well, and himself.
Yeah,
so it worked out really good.
I'll tell you honestly, these are wonderful children, as I'm sure everybody yourself. We're all proud of our children. They've done so much for us. And I think the only thing that I say to all the kids, kudos to all the parents. I think everybody has it in their heart to make sure that their kids succeed on every level. It's so fitting that when I hear this from my own kids, these are messages which I'm pretty sure I would not hear in person, but it's so nice that you got this on video, and that will be cherished, and I think every single parent is proud of their children, as I am as well, as you are as well. And I think, from all the things we've seen online to all the parents, make sure you encourage your children, Never put that roadblock. There are stop signs on the road for a reason. That is so you stop the car. Right? Yeah. But there should not be any stop signs. And I tell my kids all the time, make sure you succeed. Make sure you go on. There's never an end. There's a reason why the world became round. You'll never fall off. There's no edge. You just keep going, right? Yeah. So I think that's something which, we can be truly blessed. But thank you again, Jalal bhai. That was really good.
Shukr. Well, I'm happy. So I think you were surprised, I can tell.
It's great
to say.
I'm trying to hold my composure when I was watching that because,
Gigi, Shehnaz as well, Shoki from
Wow.
Pakistan as well, Riz Jadavji, and of course Tabas, Melissa, what is it? Very nice from children, Riz Jadavji, God bless. Yes, yes,
Shukr, shukr.
agreed. And like the one, of course, Diamond Jubilee Group. It's not easy to handle because when when I wear, like even me, I don't have that many, like I don't have that many members in my group or my page. When I wake up, that's what I see. Like okay, like how many posts supposed to be approved.
That's right.
What do you do when you have 58,000
You know,
like members in a group?
yeah, so I'll tell you from the back end, I have to say there's been a lot of supportive people, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I'll wake up some mornings, and because this is a global, time is nothing. Like throughout the night, I'll get, 60 posts, right? Now,
Yeah.
the thing is, we want to make sure that the relevance is there, and we try to
Yes.
post, and a lot of the support comes from the people as well who are posting. We always tell people that if you're going to post, try not to just post a picture, but put some context, because everybody
Context.
wants to know, initially what I was doing when, I used to get something from somebody, we used to make sure that we document, what was the date, who is the credit going out to, because you want to make sure, where it's coming from, right?
Yeah.
There's also a fine line, obviously we want to respect the institutions. We
Yeah.
know that the, official institutional site, they have their own. We are doing it on a level where we just want to make sure that there's frequent postings. People
Yeah.
want information and they want it readily available. We
Yeah.
try not to, we try our best, and we tell all the, Jamaat that, we're not showcasing Farmans, and we don't
Yeah.
want to make it into that sort of a
course,
site, right?
Of course.
I mean, we have Ginanic literature. Obviously, it's all over YouTube. Ginan's Qasidas. I mean, we see shows now which are from Ginan Guru, Culmination. I think this is good information to pass on to our worldwide Jamaat. And I will tell you that many people have said to us that, at the end, people watch these Ginans and they learn from them.
Yeah.
Children are learning from them as well. And just to take even future superstars, look at what we've created, or what you've created. At the end of the day, if you look at that, you've created this show where people can engage their talent,
Yeah.
right? It's phenomenal. I think, but Diamond, you're right. I mean, some days it's a lot of posts, and I have to filter through. I take some time and I kind of go through, because I don't want anybody to feel that we're not spending the time. Now, once you get to this 58,000, sky's the limit, right?
Yeah.
You can't just shut it off. It's not like a light switch, right?
No.
So we
yeah,
just
yeah.
keep going. We try to keep all the murids happy. Everybody wants to see their posts, during Navroz, Imamat Day. We try to showcase everybody's posts. But yeah, we're doing the best we can. And this is being done specifically as seva. It is a hidden
Yeah.
seva. It is
Yeah.
nothing that I'm getting monetary from. It's just
Yeah.
something I enjoy doing on my spare time. So, I apologize if anybody's on the platform and we haven't, kind of posted something or whatnot, but we try to do the best we can.
Yeah, no, yeah, very well said, very well said. Hello, Nilufar, thank you so much for joining us, and of course, Melissa is here as well now. So, Kamar Sahib, when the pandemic started, so you of
Yes.
course, so then the whole game changed now, right? So
That's right.
So, in your words or in your imagine, as a community, what do you think?
I think that as a community, we were not strongly driven by the internet. Okay. And I have to say that when Hazrat Imam visited Ottawa and he did the parliamentary speech, I have to say that he put us on the map at that
Yes.
point, right?
True.
Because, the words of the context that he used, even at the Massey Hall, the opening of the Aga Khan Museum, the park, the Ismaili Center Toronto, there's connotation if you listen and watch those videos of how we have actually come outside.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside meaning not in a bad way, but we've had a platform. And I think when the pandemic broke, there was a lot of reservations from the institutional levels.
Yeah.
Don't show this on YouTube. Don't do this. Don't do that. and slowly you can see now that the institutions are now opening up. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also involved with various committees, arts and culture and whatnot. We are now starting to open up, and we have been seeing, the Friday night reflections. We've seen many of our USA channel counterparts, through the USA councils, AKWSBs, doing programming and, recipe shows on YouTube. I mean, I think people have learned now how to make, biryani and kukupaka and all this on YouTube during this pandemic, because everybody was afraid. Can we put this on? We've got the Smiley Sounds where we've got, wonderful music collaborations going on throughout the world, artists getting together, writing songs. It's just phenomenal what the internet can do. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we will see more and more of this even after Jamati centers open up.
Yeah.
I think even some of our celebrations that we've had, it has been great, right?
Yes.
Because we've had, the Eid celebrations, the Imamat Day, Navroz, those were all done online, right?
Yeah.
So again, I think you'll see more and more of that. Of course, virtual jalebi, virtual sharbat doesn't taste as good as the real thing, but I think, we're all in this together.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And if I take you back, I just wanna just wanna hear your your thoughts on it. We had a Jubilee Games 2016.
Yes. Yeah.
Where we all the athletes, they were
That's right.
kind of showcased from around the world, and I was blessed to be part of that Jubilee Games from Canada. Then we had a Jubilee Art, Jubilee Music. Now we are in pandemic. We are showcasing our talent now.
That's right.
Do you see any connection for last 6 years, or 5 years?
100%. Because, I go back to when I was very young, we used to have local sports festivals. Okay. We used to have an Ontario sports festival. People from Ottawa, all over used to come. There used to be the games for 2 days and then the banquet at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
We've had some great, phenomenal events that have been held. I'm sure Muksab Anil will agree. For many years, he's been part of the Gold Cup. I think he took that to another level, right? Where Gold Cup from an Ontario level. And then you've got programs, the PSG Games, which are done through the universities. You get the universities across Canada who get together and do programs. I think we've come a long way, right? And when you look at the culmination of the events, for instance, I was at the Jubilee Games. I have to tell you, one of the most exciting times because, of course, Dubai, anytime, beautiful, right? You met people from around the world. And let me say that was a well orchestrated, okay?
Yes.
I remember even going during the Golden Jubilee to the France Mulakat, okay?
Yeah.
At that time, Murids from all over were coming there to help as volunteers, right? So I think the one thing that we can say is that we will continue this, right? And even as we've started Future Superstars, I even told you that is going to be a seasonal thing. I think Indian Idol is season 38. I can think you might go to season 40, So whoever it is, I think we have to take these things to the next level. I don't think we can just stop it at the end of the pandemic. Let's be together. Right. Let's continue this on. Again, like I mentioned, there's been so many different events that we've all been a part of. You were with us as well with Suwana Safar starting. And, there's been so many things, right? And I think now we can't let go of that.
True. And, I think, what we have started, even though we want to stop, we cannot stop. I know. We cannot stop. We can't because we have, I think, appreciation comes with the, responsibility as well. I think this is our basically responsibility to continue with this, what we have started. So I think I think it's a blessing for all of us. I think all of us are together, and everyone is helping, everyone is pinching or doing their part.
That's right.
And so then we can continue whatever we are doing. So
that's right.
It's really sugar. And people are watching, so don't go anywhere because we're gonna have a rapid fire round very soon as well. And your wife Charmin, she's watching, and the kids are watching. So we have a very special. Because I know it's he was surprised by all these messages, but we have very surprise for
Uh-oh.
you guys as well. So the guys, don't go anywhere. We are still going through very strong. So Silver Jubilee, Diamond Jubilee, pandemic. I think the life goes on, right?
Yes.
But in your professional life, I know you are as we heard from Liam. So tell us about your professional life. I'm not saying because I know what you're doing for us on a group, but
That's
you
right.
have your own life, like professional life, behind the scene as well.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So I have to say, so I'm an accountant by trade. One of the biggest things for me was I could never sit behind a desk. I thought to myself, my career should not be sitting behind a desk.
Yeah.
So I went through 9 years of owning my own restaurant. It was great. We were in a little small town in Stratford. It was very successful business that we had run. My mother was involved with me as well at the time. When we closed that up, I was always kind of being told, because my father, he was in real estate and he retired after 32 years, 2 years ago. And, he used to always tell me, get into real estate, get into real estate. And I thought, at the time, I thought, you know what, it's not for me. In 2004, I actually did join, and I said to myself, okay, now let's go guns blazing.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you, I haven't looked back one moment. I think it has been, a source for me to gain a lot of relationships in our business. With real estate, you make friends every day. You are helping people make their single most biggest decision of their life, selling and buying their home, right? In some cases, first-time home ownership. I've dealt with many Smiley families as well. So, mashallah, it's, to see them in Jamaat Khana, and, of course, as the markets increase, we're all happy, that we've done them a job, And one of the things that I truly have to say is, it's been a blessing. It's been truly a blessing. I run my business under the banner of the Riz team. I'm with a phenomenal company, over 100 years old, Royal LePage. I've had great accolades since I started. As Liam said, top 2% agent across Canada with Royal LePage. I have a team behind me. We all do great work. We're busy every day. Some people may say, I'm so busy. How did I find time to be on 4 hours of Future Superstars last time, right? But again, you do what you can. And I think, you know what? One message I have to tell everyone, time is something that we can physically see, whether you see on a clock, your watch, sometimes digital, analog, whatever. But I will say one thing, that never forget this time that you have, right? This time will never come again. So do the best that you can. Sometimes I find myself, yes, if somebody asks me to do something for them, I'll be up till late hours just to make sure that it gets done, right? Because I know the time will pass. Tomorrow, that time is going to pass and you'll look back. And when you look back and you say to yourself, I'm so happy I did that, you will realize that that time was very important for you, because that time won't come back again. And I know I have a lot of friends who are watching right now. I have to say, I'm one of those people, they can reach out, call me any hour of the day, and I'm there. And vice versa. I'm pretty sure I can call any one of them, Jalal Bhai included, because he's almost 2 hours behind me. So even if I'm at 2 a.m, I know he's not sleeping yet. So I can still call him and make sure. But this is what we rely on. We reach out and we make sure that we can help one another. And this is the culmination of the support system that we have, right? So I think, hats off to each and every one. I mean, even the time you guys are taking, I'm so blessed. You're taking this time to watch me. I don't think I'm deserving of this time, but again, I'm thanking you, and I'm so humble, Jalal Bhai, to put me on this platform today.
No, it's just so amazing, because of course, we know each other for last 4 or 5 years since the Diamond Jubilee group, but this is the first time. At least we are finding out about you, like who's Riz Jadavji. No, it's great to see. So, of course, you do video editing, you do all kinds of videos, and you record Liam's videos, like the one we see, the amazing videos.
That's right.
When and where did you learn this, and how did you get time for all this?
You know what? I will tell you, I have a great passion to learn new things. Okay. Obviously, I actually hire people to do my real estate videos. Okay.
Okay.
And sometimes I'm directing them that do this, do that, because I have this vision in my head. When I put my mind to something, I have that vision of how it's going to turn out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, I have to say that Liam has been a great student, right? I mean, initially when we started doing some of the videos, I would tell him, do this, do that, do this, it'll look nice. And now he's also starting to pick up, as you saw, that video he did with himself, right? So he's been playing around, which is great. I'm glad that he's picking up on a lot of that. But truly, it's been a passion. I will sit and watch a YouTube video, learn how to do it, kind of go forward with certain things. And before you know it, right?
Yeah.
There's certain things that, I mean, YouTube and Google has become our best friends,
Best friends.
You've learned so much. And if I have to reach out to somebody, there's always been some great people that I can reach out to and say, listen, I don't understand this. How can I do it? Right.
Yeah.
I look back to this video that we had done with the Maji Mukhi Kamre Sahibs. We had a group of us which did Dolira,
Yeah.
And at the end of it, what we said was, will this work out? Right. If you look at that video, again, I mean, I did not know it was going to turn out like that, because we had 4 or 5 different couples doing videos at different places. And now looking back, I said, how did I manage that? Thinking all the music and stuff. But, over time, the last 6 to 8 months, it's been great. Now I can sit there, do a video, get it done. And before you know it, it's done within no time. So again, it's been a wonderful thing to learn. And I don't think, if the pandemic wasn't here, I don't think I'd get some of the time to do that.
Yes.
So, and I think a lot of people have picked up a lot of great hobbies.
Yes.
In this pandemic. I will say one thing, that one thing I'm thankful for, because my wife Shamin, she loves to cook, right? And the pandemic has had her create a lot of great dishes, which I didn't even know that she could cook. Right?
Yeah.
So again, I'm thankful that the pandemic has come, that we could get all these new dishes, right?
Yeah, that's right. Did you learn anything? Or did you learn to cook at all?
From a young age, I used to work at a lot of restaurants, like in my high school days and stuff.
You just...
I was very good at Chinese food, and I can make a really mean lasagna. The only problem is I'm one of those guys who loves working in a restaurant kitchen, and I know somebody else will come and clean up. So at the end, on a home level, I'll make stuff like crepes, or, if it's steaks and stuff like that. But I think, and I know she's watching, but I think she forbids me to use the stove too much. I'll say too much, right? So
yeah. So you mentioned earlier, so your wedding anniversary is coming.
Yes, we're celebrating our 20th wedding anniversary this year. Well, this week, sorry,
This week.
This week, yes.
So, do you remember, Kamar Sahib, who proposed who first? Do you remember?
I proposed. Yeah, I think I proposed. Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. I proposed, and she said yes right away. I think there was no hesitation. It was like it was right away. I think and it's So
okay. Yeah. Okay, so Charmaine, I know you're watching. So the next video, it's for you and for all of us. This is a great talent.
God.
Next talent, my next video. I think I didn't know, but here you guys enjoy, and will of course enjoy the video. Here we go.
बिगड़ जाए जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा बिगड़ जाए, जब कोई मुश्किल पड़ जाए, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। न कोई है न कोई था जिंदगी में तुम्हारे सिवा, तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। तुम देना साथ मेरा ओ हमनवा। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए, कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए। तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं, तू अब से पहले सितारों में बस रही थी कहीं, तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए, तुझे ज़मीं पे बुलाया गया है मेरे लिए। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कि ये बदन ये निगाहें मेरी अमानत है, कि ये बदन ये निगाहें मेरी अमानत है। ये गेसुओं की घनी चाहे मेरी खातिर, ये होठ और ये बाहें मेरी अमानत है, ये होठ और ये बाहें मेरी अमानत है। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कि जैसे बजती है शहनाइयाँ सी राहों में, कि जैसे बजती है शहनाइयाँ से राहों में। सुहाग रात है घूंघट उठा रहा हूँ मैं, सुहाग रात है घूंघट उठा रहा हूँ मैं। सिमत रही है तू शर्मा के अपनी बाहों में, सिमत रही है तू शर्मा के अपनी बाहों में। कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है, कि जैसे तू मुझे चाहेगी उम्र भर यूं ही, मैं जानता हूँ कि तू गैर है मगर यूं ही कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है
Wow, wow, wow. Let me.
Thank you, thank you.
This is a standing ovation. Wow.
Yeah, no, it's first time as seen on Coffee with Jalal.
Only on Coffee with Jalal.
Only on Coffee with Jalal. Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow, Karan sir. I watched the video earlier, but wow.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah.
You have to have a talent. You have to have a guts to do it, and you do. I think you are, as Melissa said, jack of all trades.
Shukar, I'm obviously it's not something I want to take on. I think I'll leave that to Liam, but where I can, I try to sing what I can. But this was a special thing for our wedding anniversary this week, so I thought I'd do it for my wife Sharmi. She's been a great support system for me for the longest time. I mean, at the end of the day, she takes care of a lot of things that I can't take care of. Me being outside with my job, I'm always on the go, and to come home and make sure that everything is kind of done on that level. And she's been the biggest anchor for all of us. Yeah.
Yes, no doubt, no doubt. And our good friend Alia Sharaf is watching as well.
Yeah.
Our celebrity guest from the last Future Superstar, Samita is watching as well. Thank you so much, everyone. And of course,
Samita, I have to say, Samita, I know you commented that you know where Liam gets his moves, but trust me, I'm trying to learn some of his moves right now too.
And of course, people are watching on YouTube as well, which is sponsored by our good friend Kavish Chawla. Please do call him for all the insurance need. It's 587-700-9832, and of course you can call me if you need any details, any more about him, our good friend Kavish. Great. So Kamran sahab, we are of course down to our last segment, which is a rapid fire round, your favorite.
Okay.
I think you will love it. So are you ready, Kamran sahab?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there is a pass button, right?
No, there is no pass button.
Okay, right.
No, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. 1-on-1 rapid fire round with our good friend Riz Jadavji. Okay, so your favorite male singer in Bollywood?
My favorite male singer in Bollywood? I have to say I've got two, but I'm going to say Sonu Nigam.
Sonu Nigam, yes. Yeah. MashaAllah. And your favorite female singer?
Shreya Ghoshal, all the way.
Is that right? Eh? Okay. Yeah. Did you get a chance? Did you get a chance to meet them?
No, but it's also I have favorite two of them. So it's between Shreya and Neha, right? So, but Shreya, I think, very excellent voice. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you can call a friend as well. Anil Premji is available.
Yeah, I know. He just told me. I've got him on speed dial in case.
Okay. I mean, first thing. Okay. The first thing you do when you wake up.
When I wake up, of course, I like to check my emails. And obviously the Diamond Jubilee site to see what people have posted. In case there's something interesting, that you've missed. It's funny that I tell you this that. During the Diamond Jubilee, there was a lot of late nights because a lot of things were happening around the world at, long hours, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. So you wanted to make sure that you were there to capture it,
Yeah.
And the internet before used to be like, who can be the first one out there,
That's right.
With that, right? So, but now it's calmed down a little bit. It's not like you have to be the first, but your content should be quality.
Honest should be called exactly,
right?
Exactly. That's right. Yeah. And 3 best dishes your wife cooked.
Oh God. So I have to say that her mandazi is really good. It's an African treat, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And she does also a very good lasagna, right? Probably better than me, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of her curries. I like her beef curries and chicken curries and stuff like that. But
Nice.
she's all arounder. I mean, pretty much. And I know she's watching, so I have to say this, but it's true. All
Yeah.
her food, I can't really complain.
That's right. Yeah, Shamina saying yummy banda.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
bandazi. Yeah,
Yeah.
Shamina. Thank you. Okay, if you get a chance to do interview to any
Yeah.
celebrity, so who would you like? Who would you like to interview?
Jalal Ismail Ladak. No, I mean, if it was a celebrity, I will tell you, I would probably want to do somebody that has done a lot, like Tom Cruise, for instance, right?
Yes.
Because I think you can learn a lot,
Yes.
not maybe from his marital life, but from his accolades, right?
Yeah,
And what
that's
he's
right.
done. But yeah, somebody
Yeah.
like that, I would definitely like to, do that on a celebrity level, right?
Yeah, that's right. And his like Mission Impossible coming soon.
That's right. Yeah.
They're just waiting for the pandemic to over. Yeah. And if you get a chance to go for a dinner, who would you go with? Except your wife, of course.
I hope you don't get offended, but Deepika.
Kamran Saab, what's the? Are you serious?
Well, I just so that I can
Jalal. Jalaluddin!
just maybe so I can go for
Jalal.
dinner with a good word in
Yeah.
for you.
Okay. Okay, I'll let her go with you. That's okay. And who was a childhood crush?
Who was my childhood crush? I would have to say, like, does it have to be like somebody that I knew, or can it be somebody like Madonna?
Yeah, can anyone? Yeah.
Yeah, because childhood I used to really like Madonna
Is that right?
because
Yeah, of
Deepika
course.
was still a baby at that time.
Yeah, this. Okay, yeah. Any rumors about yourself you heard like
Any
Riz is-
rumors that I've heard about myself?
yeah.
Well, it used to be a rumor that I didn't have
Uh-huh.
too much hair, but now that's a reality. So I can't say it's
Yeah.
a rumor anymore.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a comment from Salim Nancy. Is that the same person, the one who is your photographer?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Salim
you.
is on. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's why you got Moderna vaccine. Thank you, Anil bhai. Your 3 things in your bucket list.
3 things in my bucket list. Okay, so
Yeah.
Egypt is one of them.
Oh, mashallah.
Okay, and I want to go to Bora Bora.
Where is that?
I don't know exactly, but I saw this on one of the shows. I think it's somewhere near Australia, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, Bora Bora. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And obviously, like everybody, I want to go to Mars.
Mars. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so describe describe the following artist in one word, if you can.
Okay.
Okay, Salim Suleiman.
Passionate. I would say passionate.
Yeah. And Kamal Tatsar.
Oh, I got to use 3 words. Truly a blessing.
Yes, no doubt. Tawfiq Karmali.
Just heartwarming. I mean, heartwarming, I think says it all. These are our pioneers. And I
Yes.
think, there's a lot of things we need to learn,
Yes.
and mashallah, they have put so many things in front of us, which will be around with us for generations to come.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I feel blessed because they were on my show, like
Yes.
both of them together on the
That's right.
same screen. Amazing.
Yeah.
And Shamna Merali.
What can I say? Shabnam Merali ji, she is truly a blessing. I mean, I've known her for many years. In fact, during our term, we had the great pleasure in our town to do a devotional show with Jamil Hassani and the whole group.
Yeah.
And, since then, I mean, anytime I reach out and speak to her, it is like my day is complete because I've learned
Yeah.
something, and
Mashallah.
she has so much love to share through her musical voice and her soul. I think, mashallah, it is so great that we have talented artists like that.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Yes. Lata Mangeshkar.
You know what? I grew up listening to her. I mean, a lot of the movies which, we watch, and, I'm actually watching reruns of a lot of that. She was the golden great. I think
Yes.
I have a DVD still, which is called The Golden Greats. And
Uh-huh.
she's in the center of that,
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, nice. And Kishorda.
Kishorda, he's ever living.
Ever
I mean,
living.
his, we use two words, ever living and evergreen.
Yes.
So they will always be around, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
even today, you can turn on a Kishore song and it will go for miles.
Yeah, that's
Right?
right. Absolutely right. So yeah. Big B, Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan has taught me everything I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, that gentleman, I cannot stop watching him.
Yeah, is that
I
right?
think when you actually look at where he's gone with this, and one of the biggest regrets I have in life
Mhm. Yeah.
is I went to India and I went to his front gate.
Uh-huh.
I was flying out the next day,
Okay.
and the jogidar there says, "I'm sorry, but you have to come tomorrow."
Ah.
Now that tomorrow has not come yet,
No, yeah.
but
Yeah.
inshallah one day I'm going to be there,
Yes.
right?
Inshallah.
So,
Inshallah.
inshallah. But no, he's at the top of the list.
Yes, yes. Okay. Shah Rukh Khan.
Shah Rukh Khan, again, I mean, he was one of those that touched our hearts in my teenage years. I have done, I don't know if I should say this because everybody's going to ask for these videos. I have done videos, to like Mehndi Laga Ke Rakhna.
Uh-huh. Oh.
We used to do so many variety shows, and it used to always be a Shah Rukh song,
Wow.
And so, inshallah, one of these days, maybe after the pandemic, I'll release it,
Uh-huh.
But no, Shah Rukh Khan, he's going to be there forever. He's going to be there
Mashallah.
forever. Yeah.
Mashallah. And speaking of Shah Rukh Khan, and a couple of more things before I forget, we have something very special coming for Shah Rukh Khan on Coffee with Jalal. Stay tuned for that.
Great.
And regarding our future superstar, Karma Sahib, like the 15th April has ended, so we had about 70 to 80 registration again, mashallah.
Great.
And so I'll be going through all the emails today, and of course we'll be sharing with you and Salma.
Nice.
And so yeah, thanks for everyone who registered and who sent the videos for audition videos. So thank you so much, everyone. So we're just working on a inshallah next step in a couple of days, and we'll come with our virtual, like our press conference very soon and let you know what's happening. Yeah. And speaking of month of Ramadan and Ramzan, we have very special. I'm doing it first time on Coffee Jalal, and a very special show on the month of Ramadan coming soon. And inshallah, we'll be sharing lots of details very soon with you guys. Inshallah, it'll be live on Coffee Jalal and of course the Diamond Jubilee group as well. So we'll need everyone's help. This is from this gonna be like involved with other communities as well. Really special for me. So like I said, doing it first time. So inshallah. So
Nice.
you guys will help us to promote or will help to share with other communities as well before we go on. So the next, our next few artists, from our community, and just one word, like you explained just now for all of them. So these are young coming up generation, kind of new generation, not new, but young generation after the Kamal Taj kind of era. Okay, Farhan Shah.
Again, amazing artist. I think he's an inspiration to a lot of people.
Yeah. And Suleiman Rahimani?
Again, what an artist. I mean, his track record speaks for himself. He's been doing, ever since I even heard his rendition of the Smiley Anthem, which, Liam actually picked up from his playing. But yeah, superb.
Super, mashallah, mashallah. And Faisal Amlani?
Very good. Look at the talent. He's done some phenomenal, videos and music, and a lot of inspirational activities. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Jishan.
Again, Jishan Bhai. He never ceases to amaze us. His quality. He's a perfectionist, and when he comes out with something, it's going to be top notch. Yeah.
Top. That's right. Yeah. Fatima Qasim.
Very good. She's warmed a lot of living rooms as well lately. She's
Yes.
been singing for many years, and such a heartwarming voice, and
Yeah.
very nice, down to earth person.
Temur Gilani.
Taimur, I mean, you know what? The pandemic has brought him out of hiding.
Yes.
I have to say, I love his, shows that he does. I mean, he's great with the audience. Very well. He recites Ginans very well. And
Yeah.
so that's where I first heard him. But hats off.
Yeah. And the next artist, she's very new. She's been singing for a while, but it's new for me and you, concept. Samita J.
I have to tell you, I mean, she comes from a family of artists. I have to say that I was really blown away the first time I saw any of her work. She is a very, very dedicated person. Hats off to her. Very committed. Her and Liam actually worked on an item for Suana Safar, and inshallah, maybe there's more collaborations there. She is going far, and I have to tell you, she's got a wonderful voice. Just well deserving of whatever comes her way. Yeah.
Yeah, true. And just a couple of more artists from outside our community, but you know them. One of them, my good friend Moon Ahmad.
I tell you, I watched her full show the one time, and I was blown away.
Is that right?
Her range, her voice, just fantastic. Just fantastic. Yeah.
And JB from India.
JB, I tell you, he's warming some hearts lately.
I know.
I have to say, I haven't really conversed one-on-one with him, but the last couple of shows I've seen, it's true dhamaka.
Dhamaka,
and I mean, he is point on. I mean, with a lot of this music, I mean, obviously, being in India, it's kind of second nature.
Yeah.
But JB is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Shukr. Yeah, I'm just putting some comments on it as well. Salim, Nancy, okay, Liam J. Okay, Liam J. There you go, because
Yeah.
Liam J. Next in line. What do you think about him as an artist, Liam J?
Okay, so I mean, this might be biased. I mean, he's got a passion for music. Let's put it that way. I mean, since a young age, he would recite ginans and qasidas, many of which I don't even know, right?
Yeah.
We go through a lot of training, if you will, in terms of the ginan recitations, the meaning behind it. He likes to learn the meaning, so he knows what he's, reciting in Jamaat Khana. He's had many opportunities, thanks to you as well, for Future Superstars, the Suana Safar platform. And, he's right now in grade 11. He's doing the International Baccalaureate program. We try to tell him when he's got time, of course, don't lose your passion for music.
Yes.
But again, don't lose your studies as well. He's got a long way to go. He is so heartwarmed when he hears a lot of the comments. Again, he's got a long way to go, and shukr for everybody for all their support. We've got a lot of support coming, to all of our kids, and I think, mashallah, that's great. Let's all keep encouraging our children.
Right.
You as well. Jalal bhai, your kids have done phenomenal. I think, we can all just praise our children, right?
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay, what would you ask if you meet the following celebrities?
Okay.
Okay, first, one question, what would you ask? Shah Rukh Khan.
When can I come over?
Okay.
I've been dying
Amitabh
to see his house, yeah.
Okay. Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan, I would ask him to do like a dance duet with me.
Is that right? Shawa, Shawa.
I mean, Shawa, all the way,
That's right, yeah. Okay, what if you, what would you ask if you meet, Alia Bhatt?
Alia Bhatt, she's a phenomenal actress. She's done well in the short time. I would probably ask her, what is your secret? What made you come and jump into this industry so fast, right?
Yeah, that's right. And what about Sunny Leone?
Suvache. I don't know. Famous words of,
Abhinay Jivani.
Right? So, yeah.
That's right. Amir Khan?
Amir Khan, I would tell him if he makes 4 Idiots, please help me.
That's
I will be there.
Salman Khan?
Salman Khan, Oh, I would tell him that, he's following my regiment every day. Like he's got a
Yeah.
nice, figure. And, as long as he keeps up, when I look in
Yeah.
the mirror, he'll be just like me.
Yeah. And there is a person from like in Canada, host for the Coffee with Jalal show. So who would you ask?
Host for Coffee with Jalal. So that's you.
That's, that's what but
I
if you
would
ask if you meet,
I would actually ask you if it's okay if I can go out for dinner with Deepika. That would be my question to you.
oh my God. Okay, I'll let you go only once, Kamran sir. But I'll come with you though.
Okay. I think in the restaurant you're only allowed 2 people.
Oh,
So I don't know if it'll work.
that's good. That's good. Wow. See, that was fun, wasn't it?
That was really fun. Yeah, I have to say.
Yeah. And of course, I want you to ask you, like, because I had a whole list of artists, but I couldn't get everyone in the list. But
Yeah.
but like you have of course, same thoughts for all our artists.
Yes.
Yeah. So Kamran sahib, just wanted to ask you,
Sure.
because I know Riz Jadavji, your brother, and Anil Premji are big supporter for me and for all the artists. So just if I ask you if you can tell us about them.
Oh, okay. So Anil Premji is actually my first cousin. So
Uh-huh.
his late mother and my father were brothers and sisters, right? So
Okay.
we've got a long history together. And it just so happens that during the term of office that I was in,
Yeah.
2012 to 15, he was the Muksahib of our East York Jamaat Khana in Toronto, right?
Uh-huh.
And then with Al Nasir Jadavji, I think we might be distantly relationship, somewhere in there. I don't know whether I stole his last name or he stole my last name.
Uh-huh.
But, coincidentally, I know Muksahib Al Nasir for many years. And I go back, and I don't know if you'll want me to say this, but the days of Kent and Somani, because, the entertainment industry was full at that time with the disc jockeying and everything else at that time, And Toronto events, Muksahib Al Nasir was the lead in that, right?
Mhm.
And during our term, again, in office 2012 to 15, we had Muksahib Al Nasir was the Muksahib for our Scarborough Jamaat Khana. So
Okay.
we have a relationship that has built up over time. And, we are always there. As obviously Maji leadership, we stick together, but on all platforms, Muksahib Al Nasir's brother also is in real estate. We collaborate quite a bit, so it is, and obviously Muksahib Al Nasir's wife, Mukarima, we've sat on, some committees as well, Mukarima Rosmin, IVC. It's just a culmination of us all working together that we know each other,
Yeah.
And the social media, we've met so many people, maybe not by true face to the name or in person, but I think that, we've kind of culminated this into a large relationship now. So I can truly say, sometimes people ask me, do you know this person? I'll say, yes, this is our saband,
Yeah.
So again, like you and I, we met a few years back, and I'm heartwarmed because when I received this mug, that said it all. It's not just you receive a mug like this every day.
No, you don't. You don't.
So I am very blessed, and I have to say, so that's where the relationship comes from,
Yeah.
So there's a message here, Shaban Arif. So I was Jamaati leadership for my town, Kitchener-Waterloo.
Yeah.
So that's the Jamaat Khana.
Oh, there we go. Now our good friend, Tapas is still watching all the way from
Yes,
India. He's
that's right.
late early morning. Wow, thank you so much, everyone, for all the messages and all the comments are going on. So, Kamran sahib, what do you want to say as our last message? Did you enjoy? Aaj maja aavi?
બહુ મજા આવી.
બહુ મજા
આજે બહુ મજા આવી તમારી સાથે. Very nice, right?
Yes.
I think thank you very much again. Thank you to all the viewers. I'm actually blown away that there's been so many watching today.
Yes.
It really makes me feel good. I'm truly, truly humbled to be a part of this platform today. And Jalal Bhai, I have to say that, a little bit of what we do on a daily basis for our Jamaat, for our Murids, it goes a long way. And
Yes, yes.
thanks to everybody who supports us in all the
Yeah.
online global
Yes,
platforms.
yes, yes.
I mean, I didn't mention this before, but I used to do many music parties, live shows.
Yeah.
I used to do, for World Partnership Walk, we used to get, the Nairobi dancers. We used to get a lot of people who used to come here, and we used to have music parties for 600, 800, 1,000 people. And we used to donate that money to World Partnership Walk,
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of that for the Jamaat, and inshallah, that this little bit that we're doing, it continues on with all the support and the help that we have from everyone watching today. And hats off to you, Jalal bhai, you and your family for putting this platform together. You really deserve a big round of applause. And
Oh,
I'm
no,
pretty
no.
sure everybody at home is clapping for you as well. Very
No,
good.
no. As you do, as your passion, and this is my passion, and thanks to my wife, because she let me do it, because I'm here sometimes, like on the weekends, like both days I do sometimes shows, or sometimes of course 2-3 hours, just goes like that, and it's just a passion I have, and it's all voluntary, and love to do it as you do, whatever we can do our community, because I believe one thing, Amr Sahib, and of course you will agree with me. Before I start this radio thing, so I used to listen, when all the radios came online, I'm talking about 10-15 years ago, when everything came online. So I listened to you. I used to listen one show from Pakistan. His name was don't remember his name, but it was on Must FM Karachi. It was Karachi, and the way he talked, because I started to listen his shows. He was very casual, like I talk. I just learned from him. Yeah, just casual, just be yourself. Don't have to have kind of special voice. When you do your radio. And he used to say one thing all the time, and he said he got his platform, and he's blessed to be in this position. But if I don't do the radio show, then someone else will do the radio show. Because this this is like a life, doesn't stop, it just goes on, life goes on.
That's right.
So he said, if I'm getting opportunity, so why not me? I just want to take and run with this opportunity.
That's
so
right.
I'm trying to do same thing, so I'm feeling blessed to be in this platform, so I got a chance to do it.
Very
so
nice.
why not me? Let's do it.
That's right.
Let's take and run. I think you're in the same position.
Yeah.
This group was meant to be. If not you, then someone else.
That's
so why
right,
not you, Kamran said. So
No, and I have to say, I specifically wish you many more years of success. Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody loves it. I think you have created this platform. Give the entertainment value that it deserves. And I have to tell you that together we can move mountains.
Yes. True. And there's a nice message from Anil Prem, heads of the Jamaat. Oh, thank you.
Look at that.
Thank you so much, Melissa, as well. Thank you, Melissa. Shukr. No, and the reason I mentioned Al Nasir, like Mukisab and Anil Premji.
That's right.
Because when we started to do live on your platform, so they welcomed us, with open arms.
That's
and
right.
it's like a family now, always messaging, always sending, best wishes, or sharing our programs with, both of them. So no, thank you to letting us in your group and in your family as well. So we feel blessed
Thank
as
you.
well.
All right.
All right, Kamran sir, that was it. Hopefully you enjoyed it with all
I really enjoyed it. Yeah,
surprises.
it was great. You made my day with those videos from my kids. I think that was great. Yeah, thank you very much.
No, shukr. And guys, so before I let you go, like the Kamran said, Gupshup with Jalal is coming at 6 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Eastern. So we'll be bugging you again to share in
That's
your
right.
group.
Yeah, definitely.
And inshallah, we'll see you soon. And of course, our future superstar is more news coming soon as well. So we'll be sharing with you guys, and we'll move forward with our project.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Stay blessed. Stay happy to you and your family. Shukr.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you again for
Thank
giving
you.
me this opportunity. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you. All
Take
the
care.
best.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah. So, guys, one and only Riz Jadavji from Kitchener, Ontario, and thank you for all the messages are still coming. Thank you so much, everyone, and the people who are watching on YouTube and Facebook. Of course, it's not possible without our good friend Kavish Chawla. He's the one who sponsored this our streaming service thing. So let me play him again. There we go. So calling for all your insurance need for your auto, commercial, business, super visa, funeral, and all kinds of insurance. 587-700 9832 587-700 9832. So I'll be sharing all the his big kind of ad on my page as well. So, and of course our good friend Shabana, Anil Premji, Azmina Gilani, Melissa, Al Nasir Jadavji, thank you so much, Mukhi sahab. Then and our good friend Tapas from India, Nilufer, Samita, hello Samita. There's so many people. Sharmi, of course, that's Riz Jadavji wife, Sharmi Jadavji, and Fateh Ali, Shabana Arif as well, and Sharifa, Alia Sharifa. Thank you so much. Yes, she's still waiting for Mug. Yes, I know, and coming soon. That's all I can say. Coming soon, yes. And thank you so much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Sharmi did. She just very good interview. तो इंशाल्लाह मिलेंगे शाम को 6 बजे 8 o'clock Eastern. We're gonna have a gupshup with Jalal, our good friend Sabeen Wasti. She's from our Pakistani community in Calgary, and she does Shero Shari as well. So you will watch the show. Inshallah, you will watch the show. So you will see some her Shari on the show. Some Mandazi. Yes. Thank you, Anil Bhai. And before I finish the show, so just wanna run one more promo. So make sure to like my page Koffee Jalal, as well as subscribe my channel, YouTube channel, Jalal Larak or Koffee Jalal, and inshallah we'll see you guys very very soon. Of course, a Tuesday we're gonna have the show on 94.7 FM, as well as we're gonna be live on Facebook as well. So hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. So अपना बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखिएगा. Again, we are in a third wave, guys, so please do your best so we can kill this virus sooner the better, because we don't want to go through all these lockdowns and everything again, because everyone is tired of it, I know, including me. So let's do it. Let's do our best one more time. So hopefully this one will be the last one. So inshallah we'll see you soon. अपना बहुत ज़्यादा ख्याल रखिएगा. Love you all. Khuda Hafiz, Sat Sri Akal, Adab, and Yali Madad.
Subscribe to our official YouTube channel and stay updated.